Hi, this is highwithoutcoke, and yep, as you can see, this is Shockwave Totem, but with a bit of twist. This build doesn't deal cold damage, but is instead a poison build that deals only physical and chaos damage. I made a cold variant before, but sadly got nerfed multiple times to the point where I couldn't justify making it anymore given the high budget needed. Still, Shockwave Totem remains one of my favorite skills, and so I decided to make a poison variant instead. Poison is a stacking debuff. Each stack of poison deals chaos damage over time until its duration expires. There are three important aspects when it comes to scaling poison damage: chance to poison, hit rate, and poison duration. There is no limit to the number of poison stacks a target can have. What we want is to achieve high cast speed and long poison duration so that the target can have as many stacks of poison as possible at one time. The core item of this build is Dendrobate Unique Armor. It's a Pseudo 7 link which significantly increases poison damage and duration, which is perfect for our build. I managed to get this sweet armor for 4 divines, which is cheap considering the huge extra damage it offers. The only problem is to acquire the dexterity needed, so I equipped 2 careful planning unique jewels. The jewels alone give me around 150 dexterity, and I can get the rest from my gears and passive tree easily. Astral Projector is not necessary, but is highly recommended as it gives huge quality of life. Clear speed and bossing feels so much better as it enables the Nova spells to be cast directly on the enemies. I just don't see a reason not to use it, especially when it's quite cheap as well. Since we don't deal elemental damage, Cold Iron Point is a fantastic weapon for this build. It's affordable too, and getting damage over time corrupted implicit makes it potentially best in slot. Not only does it level our main skill Shockwave Totem, it also levels Determination for a little bit of extra defense. The ascendancy is obviously Hierophant. I took the notable Conviction of Power, so I have 4 permanent endurance charges and power charges. You may be wondering why I want to take power charges when they are useless for this non-crit poison build. This is because I'm using this unique helmet, Venomous Toxins, which allows me to gain chance to poison per power charge and up to 20% increased damage with poison per power charge. With 4 power charges, we can get up to 80% increased damage with poison. Ming's Heart is a powerful unique ring that provides a huge damage boost and a ton of chaos resistance, making it easier to cap our chaos resistance. Sleepless Sentries gives me permanent onslaught provided that I have summoned a totem recently. Onslaught grants 20% increased cast speed, which is great for inflicting poison stacks more quickly. Eternal Suffering allows the totems to have 50% chance to inflict Withered on hit, which applies 6% increased chaos damage taken if there are 5 or fewer debuffs on enemies. In this build, mana issue is easily solved by taking Eldritch Battery Keystone. We can reserve all mana and spend Energy Shield instead of mana for skills. My setup is not completed yet, but I've greatly enjoyed this build so far. I did some mapping, also ran some logbooks and blighted maps, which turned out to be easy and smooth. Bosses are down very quickly. Positioning is important when playing totems. I have taunts from totems, so as long as I stay behind my totems and far away from enemies, I rarely get hit. I used Grace before but switched to Determination because it works better with this build, more so when combined with a Granite Flask. I also have Spell Suppression to help with my survivability. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoy it and see you next time.